Show me some skin. Pull your shirt up.
Please,
show me some skin. Pull your shirt up.
Okay.
It's a scary world out there, and we must be vigilant for potential child predators who seek to take advantage of people who are in a vulnerable position. These child thankfully weren't able to get away with what they wanted because the police and Good Samaritans intervened.
Hands up, face away from me. Step out, face away from me. Face away from me. Slowly walk back with their hands up. Face away.
This senator met up with an underage prostitute.
Senator?
It said that there was a minor inside the room. Obviously, I had no idea when I first met this young man. He told me he was 20 years old.
This man attempted to start a relationship with a 15-year-old.
One of them is the use of a computer to facilitate a child crime.
Okay.
And the second one is an attempted second-degree assault of a child.
Okay.
And this was devastated to be caught trying to meet an underage.
Send your to a 14-year-old girl.
Do you remember that?
I remember, but I didn't know she was 14 at the time.
Here are 5 instances where child realize they've been caught.
She is 12 years old. That is her parent. He will forbid whatever he chooses. Am I clear on that?
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
Timothy Nielsen. Our first case begins in Ohio on July 8, 2022. Police were called to investigate a suspicious male who was wandering around the local area.
Ohio.
They were advised that this wasn't the first time this male, Timothy Nielsen, had been spotted with locals calling about the suspect on numerous occasions. Nielsen was first confronted by officers about his behavior, with the feigning ignorance about what he was doing, as if that would cover his tracks.
Someone's door trespassing?
Yeah, if you don't have permission to be on their property, absolutely. So why are you going door to door if you're trying to meet some girl from the internet for a date?
I've been after her for 5 years and I haven't heard nothing from her. If I find her one day, that's fine. If not, I can leave. I just want a no answer or a yes answer.
Yeah, well, going door to door isn't going to find
What
her.
am I going to do? Sit out here, wait for them to pull out of the driveway?
Well, you don't even know where she lives.
I know I do, but I had my cell phone taken away from me. Like, I was sleeping over there by the Walgreens.
Okay.
And in that night, someone took my cell phone from me.
Right.
Gotta shoot this nigga. So I don't know which.
So what's your long-term plan here? Because I mean,
long-term plan
we got several complaints about you coming up, knocking on people's doors, soliciting.
That's not right, man.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm not just driving
saying that
around.
didn't happen. I'm just saying if I could get it.
Nielsen then explained what it would take to stop him from continuing to harass the local neighborhood. He was seemingly hunting for answers.
A yes or no answer for her. I would leave.
Movies.
You know.
I'm going to venture to say if you haven't found her yet, it's probably a no.
How are you to say that, man? I don't know what address.
Well, because you don't know where she lives. You don't even know who she is.
Things begin to become clearer for the officers, though, when the dad of the 12-year-old who Nielsen had been stalking identifies himself, begging for them to take action.
Are you from Oregon?
I am from Oregon.
Oh, you got to take this guy in.
Why?
Morning
He's been
drive.
harassing the 12-year-old daughter online.
That's how old she is?
Yeah.
You're going to forbid me? Little children? My name is Ask Little Children.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
The FBI is involved in it, so
The
please.
FBI? You know what?
All right, hey, stop talking to him. All right, step down here on the street, get off this property. All right, I'll be with you in a second,
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
Yeah.
Things take an even more sinister turn when Nielsen begins to get aggressive about not being allowed to speak with the girl. He horrifically reveals that she wasn't even what he was looking for.
All right, so there's your answer. This girl you've been talking to is 12 years old. You're obviously an adult, so that conversation.
Forbid them not.
Hey,
Forbid them not.
am I clear on that?
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
All right, that's disturbing.
You know what? Holy and profane, I'm holy. And so is my church, the Church of I Am Christ. I am Christ.
All right, what are you need to, what are you, homeless?
The officers start to follow procedure, but Nielsen decides that he isn't going to comply with the requests, escalating the situation.
All right, what's your first name?
My name is As Little Children.
As Little Children?
That is my full name.
So your first name is Az?
My first name is Az.
Okay, is it A-Z-Z?
As in, become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
All right,
As.
That's not making any sense whatsoever.
Nielsen begins to speak of religion, having previously mentioned he was a member of the One Church of Christ.
Become as little children or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. That's what it is. Okay, become as little children or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
So what is your
Nilsen becomes more aggressive, suggesting he could bribe the officers and walk away from any charges in a nonsensical rant.
Whatever you think is paying you, whoever you think is paying you, I can pay you more.
Well, you're not paying me.
I can pay you more. If it's money, that's fine.
So what is
if it's for diligency, I'm here for my woman. And if she does not want me, I will leave right now forever.
Well, the Father has said that you are not wanted, so you should leave forever.
Forbidden not. Forbidden not.
Well, that's not your place to say that you're not welcome here.
After finally giving up his name, Nilsen begins to unleash his religious rhetoric. But what he's speaking of certainly isn't in the Bible.
Forsake your sons, forsake your daughters, forsake your wives, forsake children. Do not forsake little children. I'm little children. And if you're an officer of the law, that's it. If you will die for Jesus, if you will die for Jesus right now. If you want to have me taken in underneath the law, go ahead, because you want to fight for that badge right now, go ahead. I am the One Church of Christ, who is Muslim and Christian, and we have the living God who has never died.
All right, who's going to tell bro he's not seeing
Who will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. Who will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. I will lose my life for Christ any day.
Okay.
I bet you win it before me. I find it. Lose your life for Christ. Let me just walk out of here, man.
Okay.
Fearful of what Nilsen could do next, the officer intelligently asked about his long-term plans, perhaps hoping to find out about any other victims. Nilsen's answer isn't quite what he might have expected.
Why does nigga kind of like train wreck?
So after that, so where are you gonna sleep tonight?
Not in the business. Not in the business, that's for sure.
Okay.
God, right now.
Timothy, listen. So apparently, according to dispatch, we've been dealing with you in this capacity for a couple of weeks now.
I will leave forever if that's what's in her heart that says that I do not want this guy. I will leave forever, and that 5 years has been one girl has been a long time.
So would you agree with me that at 12 years old she's not?
I do not agree.
Okay.
Nilsen's mood becomes even more erratic, with the predator threatening harm if he doesn't get his way.
So?
Because I will live forever, and I will kill myself. I will kill myself.
Okay. So are you making threats to harm yourself?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? Because you just said I'll kill myself.
Without her, I will die one day.
Well, we're all going to die one day.
Right.
Do it.
Why is that?
I'll be diligent with you, sir.
Okay, I appreciate that.
The officer gets Nilsen to reveal that there are more victims in his line of sight, and that he spent a huge amount of time stalking them, further incriminating himself.
I don't know, man. I'm in a nightmare, man. I've been 5 years here, man. 5 years on the same girls, and I don't do other girls, man. I'm not.
So you know these two girls' names, but
I'm putting in nobody in danger.
So who do you think lived
from the internet? I will never harm anybody. I'm putting nobody in danger.
Okay.
I could maybe just take a date with not looking for.
After the officers had conferred with one another, they replaced Nilsen under arrest as he continued to fight his cause.
So they do have so he keeps talking about, they have a daughter, her best friend, Parma Heights. So apparently they had like a YouTube channel like 5 years ago, but he somehow started stalking them. So he ventured from Oregon, and now he knows where he is. Like in my country,
ain't this crazy?
With him, like he's leaving with this 12-year-old. Like nobody's going to tell him.
Started stalking him through a fucking
under God, no one shall forbid. Blah blah blah. Like these folks are scared to death.
I'm trying to figure out myself, but he said 5 years. They haven't posted in a while, and I'm like, how do you know they live here? He's like, I love their channel. Once I started watching their channel, everything else went to shit. I was like, well, how do you find out they live here? And he goes, well, I don't want to say, but it wasn't hard. And it sounds like they're kids.
They're 12 years old. Yeah, well, 13. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said that's.
Wait, let me find out. I got a stalker. I'm crashing the fuck out. I don't give a crashing out. Crazy. Oh man, stop, bro, with all that weird shit.
Channel, and they haven't posted in a little while, and he's trying to start a church, and they were like, he wants a date. He's down here on his hands and knees begging
I
God
know.
for a
Oh,
date.
yeah, watch the scam.
Yeah,
Like
so-
I thought we were throwing down for a second. I mean, so he got really animated about being the church. He kept saying his name was as the children, you know, and kept referencing God in the church. So unfortunately, this guy confirmed that this is the right house because he came out, and as I'm talking to the guy here in the drive, he goes, "Are you from Oregon?" Yeah. He goes, "This is the guy, my daughter." I'm like, oh. No, it's definitely the kids. It's definitely the kids.
I need a
I'm here for this
24/7
for this little
person
girl's
under my
safety.
desk.
Apparently, the FBI got involved like 5 years ago, and like apparently this agent. And I mean, I don't have all the details about it. We just talked briefly, but apparently, you know, all the they were involved. Said it's a mental situation. Yeah, but the FBI guy's like, he basically told the family. He goes, "All right, Mr. Nielsen, I told you I would do you one favor. I did speak with the 12-year-old, and I know while you said that you don't care if they're 6 years old, 12 years old, it's what you feel in your heart. She wants nothing to do with you."
Do you believe it came from her?
I talked to her. I talked to her specifically.
Do you believe it came from her? She wasn't under distress at all?
Well, no, she's not under duress.
How do you know?
Because I was in the house.
How do you know she's not under duress right now?
Super long
How do you know she's not under duress? Huh?
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back. We're not going to have you acting up like this.
I know that's right. Yeah, lock his ass up.
That's erratic?
Step this way. It doesn't matter. Yours is probably easier to get into.
I've done nothing.
Timothy Nielsen had been following his victim from the age of 12 when she had first started a YouTube channel. He had stalked her through social media and eventually discovered her home address. Nielsen was transported to Medina County Jail and was charged with 2 counts of stalking and 1 count of importuning. He was placed on the sex offenders register, sentenced to 4.5 years in prison, and had 5 years on post-release control. But if you think that's
hold on,
bad,
he out?
our next case is especially haunting.
Shorty is? Yeah. And then you grow like 10 feet? It kind of doesn't work, does it?
I'm sorry, guys. You're kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we do. He's 17.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I didn't know you.
Okay. But you got a 17-year-old hanging out with you.
I mean,
Dad's worried and...
Ralph Allen Lee Shorty. Our next case focuses on Senator Ralph Allen Lee Shorty of Oklahoma, who was investigated in 2017 after allegedly meeting with a 17-year-old male prostitute. Ralph is first caught in a motel by police who were investigating the incident.
Come out before you get me worried. Show me your hands.
okay.
Take a seat on the...
What's going on?
What's going on with you, man?
Just trying to have
A good time?
Trying to have a good evening. Doing butt.
What's your name?
What you mean a good? You trying
Ralph
to have a
what?
shitty evening,
You got
nigga?
ID, Shorty? Shorty doesn't sound like a last name to me.
It's my last name.
Shorty is?
Yeah.
And then you grow like 10 feet? It kind of doesn't work, does it?
I'm sorry, guys. You're kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we do. He's 17.
Shorty reveals that he's feeling uncomfortable about the situation, but the police dropped the bombshell of why they're really there.
Okay. But you got a 17-year-old hanging out with you.
This Oklahoma.
Dad's worried and... You understand that?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, you got ID on you? Is there any other drugs in here other than weed?
No, there's nothing.
Is there any guns in here?
No, sir.
Okay.
Worried about the repercussions of his actions, Shorty starts to look for routes out and asks to see confirmations of the boy's age. Shorty was later transported to a facility to be interrogated by the police. Shorty was given a chance to explain his side of the story, claiming to have built a connection to a 20-year-old.
You know, the young man I was with, I know has, you know, I've known him for, we've been talking, he's come to the coffee shop that I operate a couple times. Shoot, I've even had him over to my house, play video games before. Had no idea, told me when I first met him that he was 20.
On the fort.
It said that there was a minor inside the room. Obviously, I had no idea when I first met this young man. He told me he was 20 years old. Like I said, we've been talking on the phone for a while. He, in fact, for a few months, he even told me that he went to California to try to get in the music industry or something.
Police then revealed that they've evidence showing that Shorty had actually arranged to meet with the 17-year-old in paid capacity.
He says, I need money for spring break. Jamie Tilley says, I don't really have any legitimate things I need help with right now. Would you be interested in stuff? He says, yes. This goes on about how I come get you, blah, blah, blah. We go on. He says, he starts calling this guy Daddy. He says, "Hurry up, Daddy. I'm super horny.
Hey, yo.
Hey, keep me updated because I want you bad, Daddy." The guy named Jamie Tilley says, I'm gonna fuck you like a good little boy if you keep calling me Daddy." This goes on and on and on and on. Well, then it gets to the end. It says, "Okay, I'll be down the street, a couple houses in about 10 minutes or so."
Officers continue to try and pin
Nah,
down
he got
Shorty,
edged.
demonstrating how absurd his story sounds as he suggests he had simply formed a friendship with the boy.
No, you're not. You're telling us part of what happened, but you're not telling us what's going on.
You told the officers there that you had an online identity of Jamie.
He's talking about, you talk about in these texts when this Kick account, about your kids and your kid being sick in your coffee shop and that you have customers left and that you close at 8. I mean, it's clearly you.
She thought it was jacked up that he wouldn't tell her where he was going or anything like that. So she sits down the street and waits. And then she sees him going to the Super 8 hotel with you, and then she gets scared and wondering what the heck's going on, so she calls the police, or calls his dad, and who in turn calls us. Yeah, you can look at it. We have the entire conversation because it never hit the network again.
After a long and draining interrogation, Shorty continues to maintain that he's not Jamie, the man that the 17-year-old believed him to be.
I mean, that's nothing, but still, that's never happened either.
Shut up, bitch.
Just like Jamie Tilley's not you. Just like it's somebody else with kids and daughters in a coffee shop. I mean, that is so clearly you. You and I both know that's you. Anyone we show that to is going to know that's you.
Well, that's the problem.
It's not a problem. It's the truth. What I'm saying is the problem is that for some reason you think that if you stick your head in the sand and ignore it, it's going to go away. It's not. Your best bet is to tell us the truth, tell us what happened, and then move on from this. Make this a bump in the road, not the road. I mean, it's that simple, really.
The interrogation came to an end after Shorty had remained silent throughout most of the questioning. It was later revealed that Ralph Shorty had met the 17-year-old on Craigslist and solicited his services. Although he kept to his story, Shorty was later convicted of child and was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Shorty was a terrible liar, but this next predator didn't even have a convincing story to tell.
Charges. All right, one of them is the use of a computer to facilitate a child crime.
Okay.
And the second one is an attempted second-degree assault of a child.
Okay.
All right. So I'll respect your wishes, and we're going to get you out of here as soon as we can.
Okay.
Ryan Burton. Our third case takes place in La Crosse, Wisconsin on July 6, 2021. Investigators had posed as a 15-year-old girl to catch predator Ryan Burton, who had sent explicit messages and photos. Burton turned up at the Wisconsin address expecting to find the girl he had been communicating with. Things did not go to his plan. When Burton first arrived at the address, he was confused about what was happening.
How you doing, man? Good. Good. My name's Detective Ross, but I'm with La Crosse Police Department. Can you take your hands out of your pockets for me?
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Brian.
Brian. Okay. Any weapons with you today?
No.
Okay. You just want to put your hands on top of your head. I'm just going to pat you down, make sure you got no weapons with you today.
We're at the police department as well, sir. See our badge?
Yes.
Okay.
You good?
Right. You like?
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back.
He was immediately placed under arrest, having given police more than enough evidence leading up to the encounter.
They got that boy in the Doonies too.
You okay? You not hurt, Brian?
I'm good.
Good. Just going to check these things for fit. What's your last name, Brian?
It's Ryan with an R.
Where's your ID
Ryan,
at?
I'm sorry.
In my car.
Where are your keys at? I'm gonna get your ID.
It's in my pocket here.
Where's your ID at so I can confirm who you're talking about?
It's in the middle compartment of my car.
Can I go get your ID for you,
Yeah.
please?
Keys are in this pocket?
Other pocket.
This one right here?
Yep.
It's in the middle console.
Man, give me that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Alright. And I can go grab your ID?
Yep.
Thank you.
The police began to undergo their usual procedures, patting down Burton and searching for any potential harmful weapons or substances.
So you said he's Ryan?
Ryan, yeah.
Hey Ryan, I'm Officer Howell, Lacrosse Police. You have anything on you that's going to stick me or poke me, anything sharp?
No.
Can you separate your feet, please?
In his pocket. Grab his phone from there. Okay, good.
Give me that.
This is Dad's car. There's 2 IDs, one for his wife, one for him. And wallet was in the center console, which gave me permission to get.
After placing Burton in the police car, officers began to piece together the final moments of the incident.
Yeah, should be.
Come watch your head getting in.
Yeah, GG's, buddy.
You want me to walk him up there and wait with him for a while? Or
I'm
you
stopping the car.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right over there.
All right.
So you guys you guys saw him walk up to his door? Yeah. He told me it was locked.
Was it locked? He obviously tried to get in.
The underscore twin. You got a wife?
Well, it's the fastest traveler investigation I've ever had.
Damn.
Sad.
He's married too.
He told me he was married. Car seat in the back seat.
Wow.
Do you want anything to do with the car?
No, I called Grinky. He's separated from the car.
While searching for further evidence, police came across an incriminating notebook that Burton had been jotting his thoughts in.
Domino's Pizza, do you have that on any of the...
He sent one picture and it was...
Both therapists mentioned that I had nonverbal cues that I was uncomfortable when talking about what happened. After some reflection, I think this is because I've always felt like I'm a good person, I'm kind, but this has turned me into a predator, and that makes me very uncomfortable.
Burton is taken to a police facility where his interrogation begins. The suspect is clearly worried and pretends to be ignorant.
All right. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Okay, you still have no idea why you're here? Okay. I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay, because I'd like to talk to you about why you're here, but obviously I can't talk to you without first protecting you. Okay, so this is just that you understand your rights. This is if you want to talk to me. If you don't want to talk to me, you just tell me now. Okay. Don't want to talk? No. Okay.
Burton is told about his charges, but seems to refuse to talk any further about his alleged crimes.
All right. There'll be 2 charges. All right. One of them is the use of a computer to facilitate a child.
Okay.
And the second one is the attempted second-degree of a child.
Okay.
All right. So I'll respect your wishes,
buddy.
and we're going to get you out of here as soon as we can.
Okay.
Burton is moved into a cell before more evidence can be collected and the investigation could be brought to a conclusion. Ryan Burton was charged with 2 counts, including attempted on a child. He was registered on the offenders list and was given a suspended prison sentence. His reaction wasn't anywhere near as emotional as our next criminal.
These are babies.
Okay,
These are people's whole entire worlds walking around here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're trying to and abuse. You're disgusting, Ricky.
I fought.
Ricky Clark. Our next case takes place on the 25th of
Okay,
July,
I'm
2022
sorry.
in Florida, when a YouTube investigation finally came to its conclusion with the team aiming to capture
Found
Ricky
his
Clark,
ass.
a suspected predator. All evidence was turned over to law enforcement. Ricky is immediately faced with the evidence against him, and at first he becomes defensive about the accusations.
Why are you talking to a 14-year-old girl?
I'm not talking to a 14-year-old.
We got screenshots. We got everything.
What are you talking about?
This is her father.
We got everything.
Let's not start being real, Ricky.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what we're talking about.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about a 14-year-old girl.
You show them the screenshots?
You want to start being honest, or we can go through everything right here, right now?
Well, can we talk somewhere else? Because I don't want to talk in front of everybody.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
After trying to walk away, Ricky's flight or fight response kicks in. You can see that he's panicking and becoming emotional at the line of questioning.
The little girl? You don't remember her name?
Caitlin? Why are you crying if you didn't do anything? I'm not crying. Why are you crying?
Okay, well then pull out your phone and jog your memory. I mean, we'll leave right now if you pull out your phone and...
Well, on my phone, I was just
But don't sit here and like try to like put the text messages away. What app were you talking to her on?
Is it that text messages? If it is, I'm...
Yeah, but what did you meet on?
Ricky fails to think of a way out and decides to start telling portions of the truth, revealing where he met his target.
They're all connected, so it's no.
Okay, well,
No,
you met her
there
for
all?
Scout,
What
but
the
pretty
fuck?
immediately...
Your name's Ricky, right?
Yeah. Because you were talking to a 14-year-old
I
girl,
didn't-
you disgusting...
Are you talking about today?
The past couple weeks! Oh my gosh!
You know you're disgusting, dude. Let's start being
You
real.
sent your to a 14-year-old girl!
Things start to get intense, and Clark makes the go-to claim that he wasn't aware about the girl's age.
That I remember, but I didn't know she was 14 at the time.
Okay.
She told me
She
she
told
was...
you 14 multiple times. She told you about to be 15. What does that mean?
Clark goes another route, attempting to look remorseful in the face of terrible accusations. It isn't working.
Any guy that
If
got
she's gonna be
gauges
15 in September, what does that make her right now?
I understand, I'm sorry. I know it's...
As the details of what he had done continue to emerge, and Clark realizes
true?
all the evidence against him, he completely breaks down.
Disgusting, Ricky.
You
It's
asked her to
disgusting.
tease you.
Okay.
You want a 14-year-old girl to tease you?
Man, you're a piece of work. You really are. You know, there's a lot of chat logs here.
Yo, he might as well cut that
These
shit
people
off.
Send me a video if you're really young. Can I see your tummy?
Okay, I'm sorry. Please.
With the news
Nah,
that the cops
nigga.
are on the way, Ricky begins to beg for forgiveness as if that will change anything.
I am. I'm over telling you. Please don't do this. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Ah,
I'm really-
nigga.
Okay. So you think the cops or the courts or anything like that
No.
are going to think, oh, he said he's not going to do it again?
No, I'm just...
Show me some skin. Pull your shirt up.
Please.
Show me some skin. Pull
Nah,
your
where you
shirt
going,
up.
nigga?
I understand what you guys are saying. It's bad, wrong, okay? I understand. You guys
No, you
know.
don't.
I
Where you
understand
going?
that. I understand that. I'm being totally honest with you. I understand.
With the police drawing in ever closer, Ricky breaks down again.
Damn.
The police arrive
it's
and are
over.
caught up to speed on the situation.
We're working with him today. We've actually worked
What
with
do you
other
mean
police
this
in the
reminds
past,
you of
so we got
Pandemic
some
Bruce?
people
I hope you're not talking about him.
Okay, I'm assuming this gentleman here is the child that is...
Yes, we did everything. We have everything.
Okay.
So we could.
I have a USB with all the evidence to give to you guys.
The officers make their arrest and Ricky Clark is taken away. It's not clear what he was charged with, but he was placed in the offenders register. These good Samaritans had taken yet another predator off the streets. We wish they were around to face up to this next predator as well.
Is anyone else in the car? Are there any guns in the car or anything like that? Okay.
Jason. Our final case takes place in Cumberland, Wisconsin on the 2nd of June,
No, Wisconsin,
2022.
I'm starting to see a pattern.
Police had launched an investigation into a man only known as Jason, who had attempted to communicate with a 15-year-old. The predator attended the prearranged location only to discover that Cumberland officers and DCI agents were waiting for him. When police first arrive at the designated location, they make a high-risk arrest, looking to take in Jason as efficiently as possible.
Sharp, put your hands up. Slowly grab your keys and step out of your vehicle. Hands up, face away from me. Step out, face away from me. Face away from me. Slowly walk back with their hands up. Face away. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Face away, keep walking, stop.
Get down on your knees. Put your hands like that. Behind your back.
At gunpoint, Jason is placed in handcuffs, the police taking no chances with this suspected predator.
Is anyone else in the car? Are there any guns in the car or anything like that? Okay.
Jason is quickly escorted off the road and into a secure vehicle so that he could be transported to a local police facility.
I got this right. Okay. Might be in the queue.
Police begin searching through Jason's car and belongings, with signs pointing to a dangerous weapon hidden in the vehicle.
California, I took a picture of California. Yeah, I took a picture of that. Got that? Okay.
In the car, police found an array of disturbing items, including a handgun, drugs, and lubricant jelly.
Can you take a picture of that loop?
That boy finna go to war and get freaky. What he on?
Well, I mean, there is a lunch packed in the back. Maybe he didn't want to use his cards.
Jason was brought into an interview room where police attempted to corroborate the story that they had begun to build. Refusing to talk until he had spoken with his lawyer, Jason was processed and put behind bars.
Nah, it's something in his ass. Yup, watch. Look how he walking.
It was later discovered that Jason was a surgical technician and was married with 2 children. He had spoken with multiple underage girls in an attempt to take advantage of them. He was charged with a felony, using a computer to facilitate a child crime, and attempted second-degree on a child. The first charge was removed, but he was jailed for 3 years and given a 7-year supervisory period. He was also placed on the offenders register.
Wow.